From 1 to 10, how racist are you? Give me 100. What?
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say if you live in America and you were born here and you're grown up and you're 50 plus, good luck if you're below 5.
What?
How
They're
racist
not
are
seeing
you
a
on a
racist
scale
here.
of 1 to 10?
Racist. Oh.
Oh my god.
And be honest.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10, but I think
What? You're 100% racist? No way.
being white, I can't say that.
Yeah. So, okay, no, 10 means like super racist.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Oh,
I hate
okay.
everybody.
A beautiful one like you are.
Bully.
How racist are you?
0.
0.
0. The type of family I come from, the type
Let's
of people I'm
go.
around. I'm around
And I like your Jason mask.
a diverse, family, people, and things like that. So no.
Not racist at all.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't say so.
How
Let's
racist
go.
are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of
Okay.
racist?
I would say 4.
Between a 3 and
Racist at all.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't say so.
How racist are you?
between a 3 and 4?
Wait, he's racist? No way, bro. I thought white people were the less racist ones.
Okay.
Racist?
I would say 4.
A 4 just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
Wait! Is that what racism means? Doesn't that mean we're all racist then?
Like, I definitely feel like I could have better thoughts, like the initial thoughts, and like try to unlearn a lot of things, so.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now, give me an example of accidental racism.
What do you mean accidental?
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistaken
go.
some people for like different Asian races.
Oh, same. Oh. I thought this Japanese person was Chinese. I thought this Japanese person was Chinese. All that stuff. And I didn't mean to, of course. But it just, for me, it's very hard to, like, For example, I don't know if she's Chinese, Japanese, Asian, Filipino, bro. She could be white, as a matter of fact. So I don't know.
Because I'm Asian, I definitely will acknowledge, like,
Yeah, she is Asian.
there are times where I'm like, damn, like, my people really be doing this.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like we discriminate against each other. It was always just like, oh yeah, if you're Chinese, then you're like cheap with
He's
like
Asian?
money, but you
Oh,
have money.
I know.
Korean,
But his necklace is fire, though. He gets all the girls. I could just tell. Because he's so pretty.
and
Just
you're
kidding.
gonna be someone
Ew,
that's
why would I say that?
just kind of like put yourself above everyone else, super stuck up.
In my Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go, there'd be things like they would point out, and so that's why I started noticing that too.
Well, sometimes I'm making joke of myself as being on Asian.
That's what I did too, I say. You don't are Mexicans, you cross the border, you need your green card. Of course you'd sell drugs, you Mexican. But it's just a joke.
I can do this, right? Something there was
Yes,
some better
sir.
driver I see. I'm just saying. I think she is a female Asian driver. I can say because myself is that.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Towards my own race, probably like a 5.
Who's your own race?
I'm Asian and white, so those are the two races I usually pick on.
I'm Latinx. I was born in Mexico. Like sometimes I meet other Latinx people and they tell me like some situation. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's such a Mexican thing.
How racist are you on
Bro, you're racist to me? Really? Really?
a scale of 1 to 10?
I,
Ooh, she's hot.
What's your number?
consciously, I
What is your number, baby? I want your number.
want to say 1.
I mean, I would say like a 1.
1.
Probably like 1.5.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Point
racist
five.
are you?
What do you
1.
mean point
You're
five?
confident in that number.
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah,
So
but if you're a 1, you could say you're...
I try to actively work to be a 1.
1, ideally. 1.
What?
Ideally.
Hopefully not anything more.
Actually.
Actually, probably around that too.
How racist are you?
Probably 2. My mom.
Colonel Sanders, is that you?
was pretty broad.
Give me some chicken.
Minded, and she made us broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people and Oriental people, and I know the words are all changed now, so everyone gets pissed about their little things.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Have you ever said or done something racist?
I'm sure I have. Like microaggressions are a part of life, and I have.
What's a microaggression?
What?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful or hurtful or perpetuate stereotypes.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
Maybe just like move to the other side of the room when I see someone, or
What? No, wait, that's actually racist, bro.
just like have like a racist
way.
thought in my head, and I'm just like, oh, why did I think that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
Factually, Black people do not have the structural
Oh, she's pretty.
power in the United States to be racist.
Racism comes from people in power in a position to have authority against those that do not have that power and that authority. Someone who identifies with the minority community, it is not possible for me to be racist. So I believe that to an extent.
I mean, is it racist to like be racist to racist?
I actually don't believe that Black people
Sorry, upon my calculations, I don't understand what you just said.
can be racist.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's still a couple of hesitant moments around like white people, especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin, which is like definitely racist. But it's like it's a reaction. It's a reaction rather than like I hate those people. It's like I hate that those people probably hate me. So. Yeah.
I grew up around a lot of Latinos and blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people's the enemy and we should avoid them, and I always just had that kind of mindset,
I realized that the anger was hurting me more than anyone else around me, so it just took a lot of self-reflecting, figuring out where that anger was coming from, and then just learning to control it better.
There are natural biases, especially when you like are a person of color, because you in essence want to protect yourself, and there's a lot of things that have happened to you and people you know.
But I would say that I feel like I am very biased sometimes, or that I group people and I like kind of go along with stereotypes.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person could be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I
What about a surprise Erica and then Aunt's mom? Gotta take care of the family.
I have to be aware of that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
I'm gonna go with a 4, just
What? 4? Everyone else said 2 or 1.
because of ingrained shit. Lived in a small town, moved to the big city, and learned a lot. So.
How racist are you?
0.
Maybe like a 5?
I feel like
What? A 5? That's like 40% racist.
5 is a safe number for anyone to start at, and then you can work yourself.
Did she just say that 5's a good start? I wish you were about to say work my way up. Because if that's true, if that is true, then I can't date her.
I think that everyone's really, really biased, so I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all racist.
We're all
given
racist?
the
I'm racist? I didn't know that. No, I'm not.
society we live in and the way racism is ingrained in us.
There's a lot of shit that I learned
I don't wanna be
consciously and subconsciously that takes a while to know that is happening, and then a while to really undo what's happening.
I was raised by like Catholic white parents. I can't help that like as a child I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city I would like highly disagree with.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like tell me to customer service certain people, like on the walkie.
No way.
Like their descriptions were just just cringe. Like.
And you like participated?
Yeah. Once.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
I don't think I'm racist at all. I'm gonna go for 0, but I do think sometimes, like, if we're not aware, casual racism occurs.
So I don't really notice people's color or really hold any judgments.
Some people just like have like a culture and like a way of thinking where they don't realize they're playing into like stereotypes.
I think a lot of people have some type of like internalized racism, so I don't think anyone is really like a 0.
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where I've said something ignorant and it was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like
I never met an Egyptian. I want to meet an Egyptian person.
made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
I feel like you could reevaluate your number, maybe.
Oh God.
Oh no.
How racist are you?
I try my best to be close to the 1-2 range. Sometimes stereotypes will pop up in my head. That used to make me feel really guilty that I like would think these stereotypes. But then I learned that like being anti-racist isn't just like not having any prejudices. It's in fact recognizing when they pop up and dismissing them and knowing like that isn't true. That's just a stereotype. That's just a prejudice.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how racist are you?
But I think everyone has that internalized biases, so I'd say I have to say I'm maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2.
I know that got him somewhere.
Or 3.
3. I will give myself a 3.
A 3 because I'm not active enough with it. Wherever you grew up, like you kind of, I'm not gonna say like you can't help it, but you're kind of fed things when you're little.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege, and I've benefited a lot in my career and in the world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't like at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Growing up in a small town that was predominantly white, I think there's a lot of unconscious bias to be mitigated, and caring more about seeming like you're a bad person rather than just like genuinely being a good person, whether you get credit for that or not.
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's like me being racist, but it's like me being in the face of racism and being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during like China virus, and people
China virus? You mean Corona? What's it called, China?
wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese. So I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. Like I was like, konnichiwa,
Well, you can pick different races? Isn't that racist?
I'm Japanese, and they're like, all right, come on in, you know? So
You were playing on their racism.
yeah.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
What is that?
Flat out been called the N-word.
Bro!
Hurts, you know?
Poor girl. Is she so
Just be judged immediately off of the color of my skin.
When I was a kid, like the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
What can people do to dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you,
Oh, I thought you were light skinned.
but there's plenty of resources out there. I would say look inward in moments where you feel
My first name. Oh, okay. But guys, don't be racist. Be happy and be good. Everyone's equal. Love everyone. Let it be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.